Olympics, Then and Now by Lisa Udkoff. The Olympic rings. They first showed in 1913 and have been modified a few times ever since. The rings symbolize the 5 continents that come together and athletes from all over the world as well. And from left to right, it goes blue, yellow, black, green, and red. The torch is very significant in the Olympic Games. Ancient Greeks considered fire to be a divine element. They maintained a fire in front of their principal temples in Olympia. The flame was lit by using the rays of the sun to ensure its purity. The purity of the flame today is promised by the way it is lit using the sun's rays. The departure point, which is Olympia, is used to put an emphasis on the link between the ancient Olympic Games and the modern Olympic Games. Where were the ancient Olympics? Well, the ancient Olympics were in Olympia, and it was at the center of the Greek civilization. It was also used for religious ceremonies and had temples on the grounds. And that is a picture of Olympia. Where are the Olympic Games now? Well, the modern Olympic Games are held every 4 years in the summer and in the winter. Every 4 years, the location of the Olympic Games change. The location of the Games is usually announced about 8 years before they are scheduled. So far, the Summer Olympic Games have been held in 28 different places, and these are them on the left. The Winter Olympic Games have been held in 23 different places. The modern Olympic Games are always changing location, which allows everyone to come together and enjoy the Games. The modern Winter Olympic Games consist of 15 different events. None of these were ever part of the ancient Olympics because there was no such thing as the Winter Olympics until 1924. Participants then and now. Well, participants in the ancient Olympics were only Greek boys who were free citizens, not criminals, which were allowed to participate. Now, roughly 200 countries and committees participate in today's Games. Anyone can now participate in the Olympic Games as long as you make the team for your country, including women, and there is also no age limit to participate in the Olympic Games. Women at the Games. Then, they have a law to throw off these cliffs any women who are discovered at the Olympic festival or even on the Olympia side of the Aleiphios on the days which are forbidden to women. Now, women are allowed to participate and even watch the Olympic Games. I was lucky enough to watch the Olympic Games in London in 2012, and it was one of the greatest experiences of my life to date. Ancient Greek events. Well, some of these events still exist today, and these events were running, wrestling, boxing, pancration, pentathlon, equestrian, herald and trumpeter, music, poetry and prose composition, acting, and painting. And the 2 photos are herald and trumpeter on the bottom, and on the top is pancration. Olympic events now, the summer. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of events that are now available to see or even watch on TV. And I was lucky enough to see the running and gymnastics. And it was amazing to see in person, and there were so many people from all over the world watching, which is a huge thing because the Olympics bring everyone together in the world. Olympic events now. Winter. Well, there's alpine skiing, biathlon, bobsleigh, cross-country skiing, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing, ice hockey, luge, Nordic combined, short track speed skating, skeleton, ski jumping, snowboard, and speed skating. And as you can see, there are a lot less because also the Winter Olympics did not really exist until 1924. So the ancient Olympic Games had nothing like this. The importance of the Olympics is huge. The Olympic Games allow people from all over the world to come together with a common interest of sports and nationalism for their country. When I was there, you could see people waving their country's flag in their hand, just spectators. And of course, my family is from the US, and so we had an American flag, and we're cheering on every American and everyone all together. In certain events or in all events, you can actually see different countries helping each other out and crossing the finish line. There's photos of people helping someone out on the finish line, encouraging them even after they have crossed the finish line, and they will go back and finish and cross the finish line with that person. It's also huge because North Korea even had a team of athletes for the 2018 Winter Olympic Games in South Korea, which is huge. This was huge, especially because of Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is a very powerful leader and does not have very good relations with many countries. So when he had athletes attend and participate in the Olympic Games, everyone was shocked, because it also showed how the Olympic Games can bring everyone together in the world, even a powerful leader like Kim Jong-un. And this is the bibliography. Thank you so much.